Remember that?
Yes.
And look what happened. Now it's avocados. Are mangoes next? I mean, these robots are really going to replace a lot of jobs, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. The problem is, I've been looking at this. These are really expensive.
Yeah.
You can hire a lot of people for what it costs. Now, they say this makes it much, much faster, but, you know, the chef in me says, how does it taste?
Right.
I'm very worried about the flavor profile of that crushed up avocado. And until I taste it, I can't endorse this.
You know, that's an interesting thing because I believe that things taste better, Lee, when there is human suffering involved. So if a machine is crushing the avocado won't taste as good as if somebody's working it themselves for almost no money. I want peasants crushing my avocado, so when I eat it, it tastes delicious. Does that make me wrong?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't think that these workers want to have to be on the avocado crushing duty. It can't be the most glorious part of this job. You know, all of us, we have these stories of, you know, how we started and some of our original, maybe we had some retail experience. If I had this as an experience, my daughters are 16, if they had a job like this, I think that they would be fine with not having to do this part of it. As far as the tasting, I mean, you're absolutely right. That's the most important point. I defer to Kevin, the expert on this topic.
Chef Wonderful.
And you know, listen, I think Chipotle, they have a good thing going for them, and maybe it ends up resulting in employees being more happy. They don't have to deal with it.
You've never worked in a restaurant, right? Sometimes you want to be away. I used to like to do dishes sometimes just so that the manager guy who was gotten out of prison and liked to flirt with me even though I was 16, he couldn't do that in the dish room.
Oh, really? Was this at Boston Market?
No, this was at another pizza job that I had in high school.
I have a theory, Kat, and I think you might, I don't know, ignore it.
Fair.
How did guacamole become such a thing? Because it was one of the few things that could transition from a condiment to its own self. It's like mayonnaise couldn't do that. Why is guac so special?
Mayonnaise is in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I forgot to research the history of guacamole. I hate when I do that.
I know. All right. You know what? Enough of your crap. Oh, I worked at Boston Market. I'm different. Kaylee,
Smirch Boston Market.
look, you know, it's not really a market. That's the thing. I go in there, it's not a market at all. It's
What
just-
happened to Boston Market?
I
don't know.
quit, and then the whole company just...
I recall that going to zero.
Yeah. It's like they had good turkey and mashed potatoes. That's the only thing I remember. I
And
don't
maybe
mac and cheese,
they didn't
too.
have any robots to
They
save
have
them.
good
No,
mac
they
and
needed
cheese.
it.
Yeah.
So last word to you. A robot's going to take over all of our repetitive work.
Yes, before AI, except you're irreplaceable. So AI will not be able to replace you, Greg Guttfeld. But no, never.
She's right, you know, because I'm a weirdo.
Yes, all I will say is this is food snobbery, elitism, Boston Market, Chipotle. Taco Bell, we get our beef squeezed out of a tube.
Yes.
We get the cheese shreds. We don't have avocados at Taco Bell, so I have nothing to say about this.
All right. Well, I think we can all agree that if you eat there or anywhere, you're going to get diarrhea.
That's true. Fact check true.
Yeah, yeah. That's called the higher ground, getting everybody to agree on one thing. In this case, it's diarrhea. Don't go away. We'll be right back.